Wagwan, everyone. This is Dutch. Welcome back. Dang, it's been a while since I've done this, so I apologize for everything. Let me just check everything's working mic-wise. Come on. All right, let's see. Mic working? Mic check. There we go. All right, got that going. Well, welcome, everyone. Welcome to 2025. It's a bit crazy out there out in this world right now. Just trying to check on something here. So I do apologize to all of my followers on Instagram. I am just discovering a new feature of Instagram, how to add stories or other people's posts to stories. So I've been posting like crazy, and that has been a lot of craziness. I'm trying to see how Instagram is working. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done this, so I do apologize. Everything says I'm live. I'm not seeing any. You can hear me there. Okay. So I'm going to put that off to the side. Well, it's going to be a short stream. This is just basically, I'm bored. I need a dopamine hit right now as an ADHD artist. It's a lot of great things happening, though, for me coming up career-wise. I have a ton of new clients doing flat coloring, which is fantastic. I never thought I would get artists like Mike Choi. Thank you, Mike. Dawn Mateague was just my latest. She's fantastic. I've loved her artwork all the time, and so really cool to work with them. Other people's art styles. Really needed it. Been working on a comic right now that I think they just blew up their thumbnails and just left it at that, which is probably a good idea. I know one person, and I do apologize. I don't have a chat window for reading comments or anything. So I'm trying to right now figure out how to put my, here we go, share screen. I'm trying to load Clip Studio on. And as I've told you before, it is a little weird. So let's see. Did that add it? There we go. Okay. So this is one of my characters, newest character being introduced in the second or third issue of the Wayfarer. I do plan on having the Kickstarter for the second Wayfarer. It was supposed to start yesterday, meant to be starting February 1st, but I thought February 1st was yesterday. It turns out to be the 31st. Today's the 1st. Unprepared as usual. So I'm probably going to start it probably next Friday and get the pre-launch going. I have to redo one of the covers by Trevor Grace that he drew for me, but I colored in the background. I want to redo, so I'm going to do that. I've been working on a ton of new rewards, and that's going to happen here soon. But I just came on to sketch. I really so I've opened up a new Clip Studio Paint layer, and I just been going through. So here's one. This is Amia. This is one of the Kickstarter. I'm thinking about making this a card, or at least a 5x7 as a reward. I'm not going to do the poster size rewards because one, they're kind of big to ship, and with shipping costs and who knows what's going on with the post office and this new administration, I figure if I just do an envelope size, that might be better and get to you guys quicker. So that's one I've done. So you just saw that. Nobody else has seen that. So I'm just here to sketch. I really haven't done this in a long time. One thing I do want to do, though, is I'm going to knock myself off of here. You don't need to see me. You can hear, I think. All right, there we go. So one of the things I plan on doing is I'm trying to learn how to edit videos right now in iMovie and what's it called? CapCut. So I'm planning on doing a series on what you're seeing here, which is what I learned. And I've tweaked it for my knowledge to make my processes faster, because I'm doing comic book work. I'm not doing any movie poster work like I would want to, or other portrait type work. So I'm basically just trying to find a way to speed up my process when I'm drawing. So I'm going to my Instagram here on my phone, off camera. This is not even right. So let's redraw this. So what I'm drawing here is the Riley method, doing my circle first, finding the radius, the center of the circle, then dropping it down one radius. So this is one radius there, 2, 3. This is the bottom of the chin. Divide that in half. I'm just trying to find a pose that looks kind of cool that I can knock out quick. Yeah, that's a bit too challenging. Let's do... Okay, this is one that's got a pose here from a bad AI drawing. So we're going to do some corrections on it. So this is the pit of the neck. So this is basically two circles. This is the Robert Beverly Hill method. I do drawing by craniums sizes. So this is one cranium, and to the pit of the neck is two craniums, and then that two craniums down will be where the 10th rib comes. Another two craniums down will be where the bottom of the pelvis. But I haven't measured that yet. But one thing I will do and start is with one of my mentors and friend, Chris Legospie, with his book. And it's a very good book for you as well, drawing. All right, so now we're going to do a measurement. So I'm going to take from the top of the head here to the pit of the neck. I'm going to measure that down, and I'm just shy, so right about there. We'll draw a line down just so you know what I'm doing here. Oh, a line down. So re-measure that again, top of the head to the pit. That's right. And then from that point down, actually I came across just perfect. Those are 2 points. And then for me, another one of my mentors, Brian Lee, who helped me refine the Riley method here. He does a different way. He does it by, the cranium. This is also Robert Beverly Hill method. The chest is, in the middle is one cranium wide and another cranium down. But I usually just go here and measure just by the width of the neck over and over again. Gives me my shoulder is going to go. And there's different ways. I've seen a lot now from the Concept Academy where one of the teachers is doing the way I learned it, which was drawing from the shoulder through to the crotch. And then from there you draw through where these 2 points intersect. This is where you start to get the hips. And it kind of comes out right. And then, then they go and expand out the ribs. But that's one way. Or another way that I've been recently working with has been a lot of shape language. So drawing the shape here, this kind of hourglass shape. Since I'm drawing Harley, I will change that from the drawing here. +2, if you saw the image I have, her body is actually facing more towards this way. So I'm going to copy paste this, shrink this down, merge over, come back. Now we're going to change the center line because her body is facing more this way, just coming that way. So we got my little C curve. Still the same thing, half, half. And I keep looking up the camera, so I'm going to add the camera back in. And again, I'm sorry, I don't have comments or anything set up, so I can't see anything. Ah, my niece is here. That's cool. Hey, TJ. Let's go back. All right, so Harley's facing this way. Draw a little C curve. Now, so this is shape. Now I'm going to start to define the form. Get to her 10th rib here. So now she's kind of angled up. This AI drawing, the face is beautifully done. There's still some issues with it, but the hand is like super long. Like her hand is down to here, when it should be around here. So I'll try to change that. But she's got her arm coming up. Now, the other part too is that if you take that again, the top of the head to the pit of the neck, measure from that shoulder joint, it gives you about the length of the humerus, about there, and then that too, then measure back, give you the length of the radius and ulna. Because Harley here in this picture is the picture, it's a crap picture, is holding her bat. And let's see, we have to draw some anatomy here, but so I've been practicing lately on drawing women because one, I'm a man, I can draw myself and all what guys look like, even muscular ones, but still following the same thing, the shape language. So I'm dividing up now the pelvis portion in thirds. Oop, dang it. Killed the screen. I meant to turn me off. All right. So here we get the crotch. Draw this, as Brian used to say, the underwear, top of the underwear. This is where the top of the pelvis, the iliac crest. This is where the stomach insertion would be. I can draw the rest of the underwear. And then right in between here is where we get our greater trochanter. So as a woman, they have wider hips, etc. And so I oftentimes don't like to draw those 90s type stick figure women. I like to have, because I'm going to have 2 kids myself, 2 girls. I want them to have a healthy body image. So I draw realistic women. And this can also change for any shape woman, etc. It's the same principle. It's all shape. So if I want to draw a little voluptuous woman, do the same thing. Just using shape. I'll still give her, or my artist friend, her sister, Suhila. This could be her. Let's see the same thing, the shape, then work on form there. So I think we'll do a hand on the hip instead for Harley here. And yes, I just did some math there, folks. So this is, and I'll try to clean it up a bit more, but this is the basis of the Raleigh method that I use. And I try to come up with this a little bit faster, so when I'm drawing the comic, I can get done as fast as possible. Hi, Mochi. Thank you. It's just something I'm thinking about, doing some lessons on the Raleigh method and the Robert Beverly Hale cranium method. Now, a lot of this, again, if you're just using shape design like this one, I just use shape design. I didn't measure anything, didn't measure craniums, but I could. Maybe I'll show a diagram of that. And these are things I learned actually from Proco. Before this, I didn't know about the Raleigh method, and I didn't know about the Robert Beverly Hale method, and just would throw things down and get frustrated. And being ADHD with, at the time, low self-esteem, I would just quit. But that's why I'm doing this, is because to help other ADHD artists who do draw and are creative to continue pushing past their need to just throw away the piece of paper and not come back to drawing until 6 months later. So I do know some anatomy. That's not going to add it all in here. And then we'll try to close in the shape and make it a little darker, a little nicer. It's not a long stream. I'm just doing this to get myself energized because I decided last night to just use some of the Clip Studio assets, and I'm still working on my 5th issue, and just to power through it. I want to get it done. Some of you don't know, I had a catastrophic computer issue, and I lost all of my backups as well as the current copy. I just finished inking it, and I was ready to start coloring it. But I was able to find a version that was from like last May. I had finished it back in November of this last year. So I had to start over from scratch. I just took the wind out of my sails, and I just been working at it, picking at this slowly. All right, so the bat. So this is an AI drawing that I'm referencing. Again, I've made the corrections. So I now own this drawing that this person did. Or this prompter did, I should say. They didn't draw anything. Computer did. You too can do the same thing. You can own it as well. So I'm not going to go into features, but this is one thing I learned is doing this little triangle. This is actually from a Jack Ham book. It's something I did a long time ago in the 80s and 90s, and it just didn't always seem to work. But I'm bringing it back again because it is just perfect. When you draw this triangle from about where the keystone area, center of your keystone there, down, you do hit the side of the nose and then also the side of the mouth. And then I measure off and do the eye placements. Chris has got a very good suggestion in his book. So I'll probably do a video on that here soon. And this is rough. I mean, I'm going to go back and reshape and redo all this. But it's not too far off. I mean, it's just the chin just needs to be changed up a bit. But I don't know why my pencil is light all of a sudden. But I got to keep myself occupied on a Saturday night. Got nothing else doing. Probably be my week nights as well here. So I plan on doing this back again, and we'll go through a series. So if you're interested in doing this and learning about this method, let me know. I mean, there's still some things I got to work through, but you'll see artists like Adam Hughes has got his where he will draw circle, add the face in, or even do an oval, and then he will just sight eye, like depending on the character, how wide everything is, and Brian calls this his Erica. So Adam's got his as well, and then he just does this, and there's his starting point, his mannequin, and then we'll go from there and I'll do the whole thing. If you've ever seen Adam draw, it's really cool. I would recommend if he's doing a full sketch, which is rare nowadays, but if you ever get a chance to see a video of his doing it, it's fantastic. And then he, will go back in, maybe he'll adjust it. So this is my doing a study of everything underneath, just to make sure everything looked right. I may flip the canvas to see is there anything off. I'm not seeing anything. It looks perfectly good to me. Brian might come in and then color this in. This to show the breakdown. If you ever get a chance, it's Funky Monkey 1945 on Instagram. He puts up a lot of different tutorial type work. He does classes as well. Oftentimes I'll gleam as I've taken, like I said, many of his classes and gleam at his work, and then quickly try to decipher his work. Let's go with the yellow here. So just filling in. He'd do a much nicer job. I'm using the airbrush on this. Oh, the wrong layer. So there we go. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to go back, and this is just a warm up for me. I thought, let's stream, let's get this going again, see what it's like. And because it's been a while. So more of this is coming. Me as the ADHD artist is coming back, and we're going to do more of this, as well as books and other art that inspires me. So I'll do a series on that. So thank you everyone for stopping by and checking me out. Again, this is Dutch, the ADHD artist. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Ciao.